What's up, guys? Back in the shop today, and we have an awesome one because guess what is going back together? This machine right here. Heck yeah. So this thing should be pretty much back together today. There's just gonna be one thing that I can't do, which you guys will see in a minute, but check it out. Fresh box from Precision Turbo. Guys, Precision Turbo came in huge. They were so awesome to deal with during this whole process. I cannot thank those guys enough. They got on board with the car and they hooked it up with a newer, better, bigger turbo for this go around because they know I'm trying to make more power and I can't make more power on the same size turbo. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise. But I also wanted to say that their program for getting turbos in, going through them, rebuilding them, refreshing them, whatever, has been ramping up like crazy, and they are churning out turbos like never before. They are really ramping up. So they sent me some stickers, sent me a banner, t-shirts for me and Bronte. Then the big box. I know what you're thinking. This is 2 turbos. You're not wrong. No, they didn't send me a backup one because they know I'm an idiot. Wouldn't have been bad. Maybe I need to call them back. They sent me my OG back, which is nice because it has the clamp and everything on it. And then the new guy. Let's get this new guy out of here. And yes, it is bigger. Let's get this thing out of here. So here is the new unit, and they sent me back the old one. They just kind of cut it off right there. Sent me back the destroyed piece because I requested that from them because I want to hang it on my wall. I like to hang broken parts on my wall. The other day I actually have a wall of broken axles from the CTSV. It's very expensive wall of broken axles, I'll tell you that. Let's break this open. Which one should we open first? The mistake or the new guy? So, tell you about the old one. This one was an 83, 85. It was a ball bearing, billet wheel, Gen 2, like all the works. But we stepped up to an 86, 85. This fella right here. So it's the same size, technically turbo, but it has a bigger impeller wheel. So it should make more power. It'll take a little bit longer to spool up, but we could always hit it with some more nitrous. So this will probably be the last turbo that this motor ever gets because if you guys know about 2JZs, an iron stock block can really only go so far. And I am kind of tickling that level. We don't know exactly where that level is going to be because every combination's a little different. Being mid-plate and motor plate helps me a lot versus a lot of the other motor mount guys that they end up warping their block in their head. So it ends up cracking the block, lifting the head gaskets easily. So being motor plate should help a lot with that. So hopefully that's what I tell myself at night when I'm up at night thinking about this car. I'm like, the motor mounts will save me. The motor plates, they got my back. They got my back. I'm somewhat delusional. There it is, the freaking 86, 85. So from the 83 to the 86. Man, it's so nice. It's so pretty. Billet wheel. Yeah, guys, that's a billet wheel. You guys know how I like billet. So now, to show you guys why this can't exactly go fully back together just yet. So this is why I could not just put the new turbo right on, because I gotta get this guy welded back on. So that's kind of the unfortunate thing. So I can put it all on, bolt it all together, and then I just take the front housing off. Gotta get that thing cut off, get this V-band cut off, and get this, like, I don't know what this is. It's like a 45 that was cut, welded onto it, or just cut it and weld it onto there. But I think my best bet is to just get a new one, get a new clamp. So that will be the holdup. But other than that, this thing should be 100% just bolt on and go. Obviously, we're gonna wanna retune it because it's gonna be making a little more boost. But that's a nice and easy one. So the turbo is back on, like I showed you guys. The exhaust mounted back up. The intake pipe is back on. Everything's plumbed back up. Nitrous is plumbed back up. Everything is done besides that one elbow that needs to be welded onto the turbo, and then I have to put the coils back on. So other than that, the car is ready to go. Just need to take this off, get it welded. I am gonna try to have somebody come over here and help me weld it because I don't trust myself to do that. That is way above my expertise in welding, which saying I have expertise in welding is kind of an insult to welders everywhere. But that is the setup coming back together. I'm gonna put the coils back on and put the spark plug wires back on, and we will be ripping. Bronte, you ready to see it rip again?
Yeah, I miss it.
I know, I wanna drive again too.
And I still haven't seen you go 7 seconds yet.
Not many people have, in person at least.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah. It was kind of sad. My 7-second pass was like when the stands were cleared out, everybody had went home. You know, it was really late at night. Bronte already had fell asleep. So it was a weird one. I want to do one in competition though. I want to do many 7-second passes in competition because 7-second pass at a test and tune is cool, but 7-second pass in competition is a lot cooler. So I'm gonna button this thing back up, and then I mean I could start it up without the turbo on just to make sure it still runs and idles good and clear out the injectors because you don't want to let ethanol sit in them for too long. But that's it. It's going back together, Bronte.
No, I'm excited.
Things are happening. The car is looking.
I feel like it hasn't been running for so long, but it probably has only been what, like 2-3 weeks?
It has been a little while, but thankfully it's been down like a time when it doesn't really matter all that much.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything going on.
So let's see what these dogs are doing out here. I hear growling. Hey, Luna, what the heck? What is happening out here? They're fighting over a stick. Luna's barking. Bronte got backed into the...
I know, idiot.
I was like...
Why would you do that?
It was actually extremely easy to do.
Can you?
I need to fill in that hole. Some people were saying that there's like a pipe burst down there. That's why it keeps filling up with water, but no guys, this is Florida. It fills up with water because it's Florida and we are below sea level pretty much. All right, I'm gonna finish up on the car. Welcome to the Bulgetti Ranch nature documentary. Today we are watching the rare to this region sulcata tortoise, most known as Henry. We're trying to be very quiet to not alert Henry of our location, as he is known to go back into his shell if he's startled or fears that there's trouble afoot. See him off in the distance over there. He looks to be walking across the pavement, which is a very rare sight for these larger tortoises. You normally don't see them walking through the pavement. The grass is his normal go-to. He's found a nice sunny spot to lay down and soak in some of the rays. As you know, tortoises are reptiles, cold-blooded, so he's trying to soak up some of those warm daytime sun rays in this winterous conditions of Florida. He's completely stopped moving as he relaxes after a large breakfast of some spinach that I put out. What an incredible species. I'm gonna try to get a closer view for you guys, but have to do so without startling him. no idea we're here. My goodness. What a rare sight to be this close to an African sulcata tortoise. Absolutely breathtaking species. Henry, how you doing, bud? It's been a while since the folks have seen you. You've kind of been sleeping a lot lately. Kind of just relaxing, doing your thing. You know, taking the winter off in a way. It's been a cold January for you. Yep, I know. It's been cold for Bronte too. He is enjoying this daytime sun. Alright. Come down to the shop when you're feeling it. We got stuff to do. Got my khakis dirty crawling through the dirt. Thankfully I scooped up all the dog poop this morning. Else that would have been a dangerous maneuver. Landmines everywhere. Nice day, work with the shop open. Got some things to do. Picked up some different kinds of sealer, not this one. 2 different kinds of sealer to try to get this filler panel. They said to try to use like a windshield sealer, so I'm gonna try that. Put something heavy on there so that it stays while I seal it. Yeah. I'm excited to see how this works out. Trying to hold down the panel here. And the only thing that I have to hold down is coffee, like empty coffee containers. A lot of coffee, a lot of Folgers, and then some Kirkland right in the middle. I keep them filled with stuff. Normally these aren't filled with impact guns, but these couple were empty, so filled them up. Time to seal this panel. I'm gonna try the 3M black windshield weather strip and gasket adhesive. Try that. This one I got, I don't know what color it is. I think it's clear, but I think the black would look the best because the clear kind of might look a little dingy. But I'm gonna try it. Worst comes to worst, I could probably get it off. Probably. Worst comes to worst, this car really can't look any worse in a way. I mean, can't really look any worse, so I'm gonna give this a try. I just got these awesome 3D printed 2JZ28 badges. They're really awesome. My buddy Jim made these and sent them in. Car Chains is kind of where he got them from, and he designed it, sent it in. He runs Cadillac Attack, which is a really cool event up in Orlando. But man, these are so cool. It's not exactly period correct for this car, but they look so cool. I almost want to put one on. Regardless, I told him I was going to hang them on the wall because they're just too cool not to. Look at that. That is so, like, so true to period for a older Z28 car. So cool. Thanks, Jim. And I also got some fresh lug nuts for this thing. Ooh, billet lug nuts. You guys know how much I like billet. I need a CNC machine. Got a fresh case of brake clean. CarQuest brand, because most places actually have like a national back order on it, so you get CarQuest brand. Just an FYI. Well, I made a couple new test leads because the ones that I had before were pretty terrible. So got some fresh clamps, just made some jumper wires for doing some wiring and testing stuff. It's really nice to have these, especially bring them to the track because sometimes you need to adjust something at the track. So it's always good to have a few of these with you and to keep in the wiring toolbox. I had Kyle come by to use my tools for me because I don't trust myself with that. I can destroy some aluminum, but that's a nice turbo to warp or do anything to. So Kyle came by with his expertise to weld on my little, I don't even know, what is that, like a 45 that's cut?
Yeah, it's about a 45 to go down to your vibrant V-band there. And
yep, to make it look like the old one that's now hung up on the wall. So get that thing tacked up, welded up, and I'm gonna try to throw a bead down on it and see if I can learn a thing or two.
yeah, throw down some aluminum beads real quick.
Oh yeah, I don't think I'm up for it, but I'm gonna try. I'll do the backside. There you go. Get it preheated.
Yeah. With the cast, it's probably good to get it a little hot real quick, because cast can always be a little tough, so it never hurts to preheat it. So I'm just gonna try to get a couple tacks on there first, and then
Make sure it
double check
fits.
Yeah, before we fully weld it.
Solid idea.
Yeah, we got our mark on there, lined up, ready to go. I'll be welding here in a second.
After watching Kyle do this for a little bit, I am so glad I didn't even attempt to do it. Cause like I was like, oh, maybe I'll just try it. What's the worst that can happen? A lot of worse could have happened.
Yeah, the cast stuff ain't easy sometimes.
No, this is too expensive of a tester.
Yeah, especially with that pretty decent gap we had to fill on the backside there.
Yeah, I'll show you guys that gap here. It's pretty serious.
I was working on her, but
yeah, Kyle's
Had to-
adding some material.
I had to lay a couple beads down first, and then go over with the final there.
Yeah,
Because you can see that's all where we need to fill.
Not amateur welder stuff.
No, we're filling some gaps today, boys.
Nope.
We did have it flush, but where it was at wouldn't line up because it hit on the return. So
Very tight spot right here.
yeah, we are working with limited space for sure.
Yeah.
Let's get
When the bigger turbo eventually has to come for this car, it's probably gonna go right here.
out the front bumper.
Yeah, redo the whole set and just put it right here in the
Should we
front.
show our custom cooler?
Yeah, that's the redneck sink.
There you go. Blast her off nice and cool.
Great for cleaning engine bays and stuff in the garage.
Yeah, I just want to give it one final check after those, make sure it still fits.
Good to be thorough because going back after this would have been really tough after
Yeah.
fully welding it.
Yeah, it's such a tight fit that
Would have
any
been new
little-
stuff at that point.
Especially with the gap, like I was saying, if it metal wants to pull a little bit, it's gonna be very easy to lose it. But I think
That looks pretty lined up.
we're good on the turf ski there.
And we're gonna get the starter up today.
Ooh, I think we're sitting perfect. Do you want to double check that?
Yeah, I'll just put the clamp on
Yep,
again.
do the clamp one more
just
time.
because.
And then we can send it all the way.
Well, dang. Look at those
dude.
beads on there. He had to fill a large gap in that, so it was not an easy task given.
You know, sometimes you just gotta fill a gap. It's not a big deal.
Hey,
Especially if you're experienced in filling gaps sometimes.
it'll hold the power. It'll hold 60-ish pounds of boost.
I'm happy with how that came out though.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, I'm plenty happy with that. It's gonna be sweet.
Oh yeah, so let's get this thing on there.
Yeah.
Everything should line up.
Way cleaner looking than the old turbo. I'll say that.
This thing looks freaking really good.
I don't know how the old one got so greasy. My grubby hands on there all the
Oh
time.
yeah, it's gonna work perfect.
Is that little ring? Yeah, you need this. Yeah, the fun of getting to that spot.
Is this alternator power hooked up? That'd be kind of not a fun one to arc off of.
The car should be powered down.
Switch should be off.
If everything is wired correctly, it shouldn't do anything. Not just fabricator. I got him over here doing mechanic stuff too.
Almost pinched that over.
All right, well, everything's bolted back up. Kyle's even stayed to help me wrench on it.
This goes
not
right
just
here, right?
weld. Yeah, you just put that magnet right in there.
Insert.
Yeah, people are gonna be mad that I still am using a magnet.
Yeah, we're just talking. He needs to put like a remove cover.
I'm gonna put
on
like
the
a little
steering
flag
wheel.
on
Yeah.
it. Like a little flag that I can see.
That is a really good idea though, but
It's a great idea. Well, you see, the benefit is they come in a 5-pack, so I had 5 of them. Now,
you have four.
now I have 4.
so you have 4 chances to do it again.
Exactly. Unfortunately, the turbos come in a 1-pack. The wing is a little sealed. Take this stuff off before I start it. All right, first start up with the new wing. It's all debris clear from up here. Triple check, double check.
Magnet is out of the way.
Yeah, magnets on the hood. I can see it. It's probably gonna take a minute of cranking mechanical fuel pump stuff. Here, you can
Hold that for you. Oh dang. First start on the new Turbski.
back alive.
He's alive.
She started up.
Oh, yeah.
Get a little heat into it.
Warm up a little bit.
Oh, we are looking good, boys. Oh no.
She was running.
Yeah. Check if there's any oil leaking or anything.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I can watch it for you. I'll fire it back up and
Figure we
Let her
make sure
cycle
it doesn't
through.
look like there's any leaking. Alright, I'll let her warm up. Get her up to operating temp.
looking good.
Maybe a tune.
Maybe a retune for the bigger turbo.
Yeah, pull some boost out of it because it's gonna try to make the same amount of boost right now, which would be a lot of boost for a bigger turbo.
Yeah, if it makes the same amount of boost on this as it was on the other one, she's gonna be making some jam.
Yes, my motor won't like it.
Or it might love it, you never know. 750s, baby.
I need to go 750s to compete with that dang Ruby.
Well, then you might just have to leave her on that same duty cycle and let her go.
Just run her like this, don't even tell the tuner, just take her out. Well, dang. All right, hell yeah, guys. Well, that'll do it for this video. The car is back up and running. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Keep it saucy.
What he said.